Hey guys, Billy Davidson here with Davidson Pressure Washing and Painting right here in Hammond, Louisiana. Thanks for joining us in this video. In this video today, we're going to talk about a roof job that we did that was extremely difficult. This may be something that you run into whenever you're doing some of your shingle roof cleaning. So you might can kind of see what we went through on this and maybe learn a couple of things. On this job right here, I'm going to talk about the price a little bit towards the end of the video. That way you can see exactly what we were doing for the price we charge. Also, I'm going to include a screenshot of the check she gave me. And, you know, I'm going to do that because I would like to see more of the guys on here on YouTube post a picture of the check that they got. And, you know, we can't post the entire check because it's got their information on it, but at least kind of show some proof of what they claiming to make. I think that would be very helpful to some of the guys because I get a lot of those questions daily from a lot of guys that watch our YouTube channel that they want to know, is this for real? Can you really make some money? And even in our situation here, we made good on it, even though I may have left a few $100s on the table. So I just want to show y'all that. And I'm going to be showing you that more often. And I would like to know in the comment section below, if that's something you're interested in seeing, let me know. And maybe you can even ask some of the other YouTubers that are claiming to make enormous amounts of money doing pressure washing and parking lot striping, if they can just throw in a little proof at the end of the video. That way you will know that they're the real deal and they actually out there doing the work and making the money that they say they're making. And actually, I think I might have left a few $100s on the table because I didn't realize some of this stuff was going to be so difficult to clean. So as you see here, we started spraying our SH on the shingle roof. Everything was going just as planned. We was planned on cleaning the house as well, which we did. So all that was going great. But what we didn't realize, these little platforms had a bunch of leaves and debris built up on them, and we didn't realize that until we got up there with the ladder. So I'm really not sure why they let it build up so thick on there. So we had to stop what we were doing and get the power washer, because we did power wash the house as well. So we had all that equipment with us, and we just had to start blowing all of that debris off. And then there was some on the back side of the house, which you'll see a clip of that in a minute. So we ended up having to tie off and put a harness on and go up the roof and try to blow some of this stuff down. And you're going to see in a minute how bad it was. Also, she called me off of my yard sign. Now, when she initially called me, she didn't even know that cleaning shingle roofs was a thing. She just thought maybe we'd just go out there and take the debris off and clean the gutters or whatever. But as I went to explain to her that we can restore these shingles and get all of that mold and mildew off of them, obviously we can't, reverse any damage that it's done thus far, but at least we can get it cleaned up. It'll look great. And also it'll prevent further damage of that shingle roof, because you're going to see in the back here what I'm talking about. So we just had to go up there and start blowing this debris off. This was one thing that I did not account for. It did take about another hour of our time. Plus, it was exhausting having to get up on top of the roof, which we don't really want to do too often, because then you have to, do a bunch of other things to keep that going. So we just started having to blow all of this stuff off. I actually looked at this about a month ago. So I think what happened, we had a bad winter storm come in and a lot of this debris had fell on the roof. And I don't quite remember what it looked like a month ago, because I look at a couple dozen roofs each week, but I know it wasn't this bad. So I brought that to her attention. I said, look, this roof has gotten really bad, all the wind and snow that we had. And she seemed to shrug it off. So at that point, we were already there, ready to rock and roll. And I was just like, this is just one of those things. Now, I did know they had vines up there. I figured that would be fairly easy to pull off, which that kind of got me too. The vines were much more difficult to come off of the roof. She had them all grown up on the side of her house. So guys, one thing I want to convey in this video, if you look at a roof and then they call you 3, 4, 5 weeks later and you done had storms come through and all of this other stuff, it may be a good idea to go take another peek at it before you show up with your equipment and your work crew, in case something has changed like it did in this case. And then that would also give you an opportunity to let the customer know, hey, things have gotten much worse since we looked at it weeks and weeks ago. But, that being said, it was still a decent price. We're going to talk about that towards the end of the video so you'll know kind of where we stood on this. But yeah, so she called off our roof sign. These yard sign guys perform for us over and over again. If that's something you want to learn about our particular yard sign strategy, check out our training page. The link would be in the description. Also, look at the first comment. It'd be a pinned comment. So that works really well. So anyway, we had to blow all of this off. Like I said, it was much more than what I initially expected. But, what you're going to do, just leave. So for the price I was getting, I figured I would go ahead and knock it out. Also, she was a real estate agent, so that mattered. She works in an office with 40 other separate real estate agents, and I knew it would probably be a good idea to make her really happy, and she probably knew that too. So, we both kind of knew that going into it, that I had to do a great job, and she knew I wanted the job because obviously she's going to post my business cards and flyers all over her break room and all that. So we did some surface cleaning on the back patio, as you see here, in a little bitty driveway. That didn't take but a few minutes. But like I said, I think I left a few $100s on the table. We charged $2,000 for this job. She gave us a $100 tip, which did help out a little bit. I will include the check right here so you can take a look at it. And again, you may want to start requesting from some of the other YouTubers out there if they can just post a check or something to kind of prove that they're actually out there working and making money, especially money that they say they're making, before you take their advice. I think that could be helpful to a lot of the guys out there that constantly ask me, is this a really good way to make a living? And obviously you can make an excellent way of living so long as you got the proper knowledge before you get into it. But anyway, guys, like I said, always be looking for that next referral from that customer. Sometimes you do get burnt on a job like we did here. I wouldn't call it a total loss, but I wish it was more like $2,500 would have probably been more like it. Now, we got there really early in the morning, and when we left out of there, we were running headlights, so it was almost dark. It was an all-day affair. We took a 30-minute lunch break, which we basically just scarfed down our lunch really quick and got right back to work because we knew we had to get this done in one day given the price. So kudos to my crew. They did a really great job sticking through it the entire day with little breaks, and I'm very proud of them. So a shout out to Apex and Big Chris. Please leave a comment below. Big Chris and Apex, they would definitely appreciate it. They read the comments as well. So guys, anyway, I'm Billy Davidson here with Davidson Pressure Washing Painting, and I hope to see you in the next video.